In this video, we sit down with Compete for Life's program director, Brian Miranda. Compete for Life is an after-school/summer program hosted at John F. Kennedy High School. During your time as program director, thus far, is there like a story of like a student that like maybe a success story or something that just kind of shines in your mind that of the impact you're having on the students?
Yes, there is a particular student that does come to mind. There's actually I've been asked this question a lot before, and there's always these two kids that really kind of come to mind. But I'll speak about one of them. Okay. His name is Kwame Madden.
Okay.
He's graduated already. Actually,
okay.
He graduated last school year.
Okay.
The interesting about Kwame is that when he first was introduced to us and introduced to our program, he took to the program pretty well, right? But he was always kind of reserved, a bit reserved. It took a little bit for us to kind of get him out of his shell. And, it was interesting too, because when we first met him, he didn't really say anything to us about possibly wanting to go to college or anything like that, right? But it wasn't until maybe the middle of his senior year that, he started to speak to us a little bit about like, oh, I maybe want to go to college. And I remember these conversations starting to happen more frequently with him after we had as a program we had taken a bunch of our students to do a bunch of college tours.
Oh, okay, yes.
And so I believe we had gone to maybe Caldwell University. We went to one of the colleges in the area.
Okay.
And we took our kids and they did the tour, and I just remember him being kind of like, I don't know if like maybe that tour kind of like put a light in his head or it triggered something in him. But after that tour, we found that he was more so just very like, all of the conversation that he had with us after that was very much like, what do I need to do to like get into college?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, at the end of the scholastic year, when he graduated, he ended up actually going to Montclair.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he graduated and he was accepted. He registered and was accepted to Montclair.
Wow.
And last I checked, that's where he is still now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah.
school. That's where I went to college.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't that where you went to?
Yeah, that's where I graduated
that's
from.
Right, that's right. Your alma mater.
Yeah, my alma mater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's one of the kids that I really just kind of look at, and I feel like the program for him really helped because it opened his mind to other avenues. You know what I mean? Like like I said, a lot of our kids, when they come to us, it could be when they come to us, they don't express any interest in college. You know, it then becomes our kind of job to introduce the idea of college. Not so much push college on our students, but introduce the idea of higher learning, of higher education post high school.
Yeah.
And I feel like we definitely did that with him, and that's his story now.
Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know you guys did your own like college tours.
Yeah.
What kind of trips do you guys usually go on?
So aside from college tours, we also go on what we call, fun trips. So, and when I say fun trips, I mean to say all of our trips obviously have an educational benefit to them, but obviously I think some trips are more fun than others. Yeah. So, and that's not to say obviously that going to a college tour isn't fun, but what I mean by that is that, sometimes we'll go to a college tour. We'll go to like Felician University, Caldwell University, William Patterson University, Berkeley College. We do kind of like to focus on the colleges that are in the area, but we also obviously focus on colleges that are like abroad or a little further out. But aside from those trips, we also go on, we go bowling. Yeah. We go to Bolero.
It's like active, like more
more
active, I guess.
Right. Active to get your limbs moving, things like that. So we do bowling. We've gone to Monster Mini Golf.
Nice.
The justification there is that you're learning how to shoot angles.
I guess so.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure it sounds like fun.
For Halloween, we have probably our biggest trip we have during Halloween, where we take upwards of like 60 to 80 students to Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Okay.
And we do that during the Halloween season, just so that everyone can kind of get their spooky fill in and stuff like that. So we do fun trips like that as well.
Wow, that sounds really fun. I didn't know you guys did in Eastern State.
Yeah, Eastern State is usually the trip that we kind of use that trip to recruit. You know what I mean? Like so,
for sure. Like the incentive.
Exactly. Yeah. So we always. When it's time for us to recruit during the beginning of the school year, I'm always telling my staff, lead in with that. I'm just like, let them know that come October, if they're part of our program, they get to go on this trip. So.